Today, I feed the wrong wolf. In truth, I've been doing this for a while. This crisis has been brewing for months, remaining largely invisible to everyone but those in my inner sanctum. But now it spills over in the very public spotlight of the British grass court season. What's happening? In tennis terms, I'm redlining. In layman's terms, I'm pressing, pushing, panicking. It's a moment you might recognise in any sporting contest. A competitor is blinded by the scoreline or the flow of the contest, and they abandon their process and start taking shortcuts. Not content to go step by step, they attempt giant leaps, speculative strategies, and Hail Mary plays. And almost inevitably, they fail. I noticed this in myself 9 days prior to Wimbledon at the Eastbourne International, held at the quaint Devonshire Park Lawn Tennis Club. I usually love this time of the year, when I finally step off that clay court season of the European summer and onto English grass, heading first to the Nottingham Open and then to the Birmingham Classic. I love the way the spongy soil cushions every step I take, the way the courts reveal their wear and tear, showing you little goat tracks and pivot points where the greenest blades of grass have been worn down to dirt through the effort and application of the best tennis players on the planet. But I can't seem to enjoy any of that on this day at Eastbourne against Danish star Caroline Wozniacki. Caro is the number 2 player in the world, yet it's not her power or shot-making ability that worries me so much as her biggest weapon. She just doesn't miss. She hits the ball where she intends, and she intends to put me in positions on the court that I don't like. There are other players who do this too. Simona Halep and Agnieszka Radwanska come to mind. They're happy to stay out there all day, play 1,000 balls back at me, thump, 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 like a bloody metronome, boring me to death and wearing me down. Against those players, I find myself thinking more than I ought to, plotting a path to victory and fretting when it doesn't immediately appear. I push harder than I should, forcing each moment, pressing when I need to remain patient. I can feel myself doing that now against Caro, getting anxious and overplaying my shots, barreling ahead with a ferocity I can't control or sustain. I gift her points and stress over that. I play higher risk tennis and start to lose games. Then I lose the match altogether. Straight sets. Her experience has taken advantage of my immaturity. This is happening to me more and more, and it keeps happening in big matches, the ones I want the most. I don't get it. The short drive to the fringes of London for Wimbledon does little to ease my anxiety. This tournament, above all others, has seared a hole into my consciousness. It is the only one I watched as a little girl and the one I dream most of winning. But for me, ambition leads to apprehension, and that leads to stress and distraction and to cracks in my mindset. And through those cracks creep all that extra noise and bullshit that accompanies any and every Grand Slam. I try to stay away from all that. I like the nice little home I'm staying in here, for instance, with the nice little pub around the corner. I like meeting the other girls on tour and training on the ovals of Roehampton. I like the fact that my coach, Craig Tyser, has forgotten to bring white shorts with him and has to make a run to TK Maxx and Sports Direct, and all he can find are these big, baggy, white soccer shorts. Tyes doesn't like it, but he has to pull them up, fold them over, and tighten the drawstring because he won't be allowed on the courts of Wimbledon otherwise. And this is very, very funny to me because I'm juvenile if nothing else, and the old guy looks ridiculous. We both laugh. We walk through the gates of the All England Club earlier than most and find it eerie and still. The ground staff are only just setting up, mowing the ryegrass and testing the soil moisture and marking the lines, all so we can step onto a living, breathing arena. I have a hit with Joe Conter and it's heaven. I feel good about this Wimbledon. In the first round, I play Stephanie Vogel, a Swiss girl who's older than me and whom I should beat. We're good friends. During my first year on tour, she always put her hand up to hit with me. We know each other well. She couldn't get near me in Nottingham only a few weeks earlier, yet she troubles me in this match. Why?